Hi, I'm Tim McGuire, and here we are barbecuing in beautiful Hell's Kitchen, New York City. I normally barbecue all year round, but during the summer months, I really tend to stick more to pork than any of the other months like fall or spring or winter of that. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate how to cook some beautiful pork chops. I got these beautiful center cut pork chops the other day. I created this dish for some guests. They went bananas over it. Figured I'd share it with you. So with this, these are pork loin chops, so there really isn't that much fat marbleization inside of it. Just a nice fat ring around the outside. So I decided to brine these. So what I'm going to do is brine these things to really try to put some flavor into it before we throw it on the grill. So let me show you the brine. Really easy. One of my favorites, Guinness. You could use any beer that you like. I love this stuff. I was baptized in it. Put a little brown sugar, and we're going to put a little kosher salt. Not too much, because we're going to turn this brine into a sauce after it's done. Mix this up a little bit, just so the salt and sugar is melted more or less. All right, beautiful. Now, trying not to make a mess, of course, what we're going to do is take a Ziploc bag. You could go straight into the bowl or into a Tupperware, whatever you'd like. If I put it in the bag, then I could kind of like squeeze it in between things, and it could sit a lot more easier than this great big bowl.
I have a really small fridge.
So we're going to take the chops.
Back to the chops.
I'm trying hard not to get my hands dirty so I don't gotta go inside and wash them. Duck it in. Now I'm gonna try to make it flat so I don't make a mess. And I'm gonna take the brine, go right into the bag. Only spilled a little bit. All right, now you generally use these things for really lean cuts of meat. It goes wonderful with, say, turkeys, like on Thanksgiving if you brine the turkey the day before, whole chickens. You could even do it for really lean fish like, say, halibut or tuna. It just really adds a nice flavor to something that has such a little bit of fat in it. Okay, well, I put it in here, and bottom line is the longer it sits in there, the more flavor it's going to have. So you could let it sit 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, whatever you want. Normally I do 24 hours. The longer you brine it, the better flavor it will be. I made these last night. Same brine, Guinness, sugar, salt. Maybe it's been rested about 12 hours, let's say. So now what we're going to do here is I'm going to take them, and before I put them on the grill, what I'm going to have to do is get the moisture off of it. Because if I put it on there straight now, it will stick to the grill. It will make nothing but a mess. Look at them, beautiful. Got the beautiful dark color from the Guinness. Smells great. You can really see with this brine how much it's changed the meat. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the brine, put it in a pot, and we're going to put that onto the grill. Now, I can't see any reason why dumping this out. It's a crime to waste beer, people. Come on. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into the sauce. Now, every time that we use the charcoal grill, or any grill for that matter, one side is blazing hot, and then it goes to, let's say, high, medium, and low. So this way, we can really control the way that we cook. Now what we're going to do is put this directly on the flame, and we're going to let it reduce down to a nice sauce. What we're going to do is pat them dry. Really looks nice. If you could see the color of it. All right. Now to this, so what we're going to do is we're going to re-season it. We're going to hit it with some kosher salt and some fresh ground black pepper. As I said before, this is a really lean cut of meat, so we want to try to put as much flavor in this thing as we possibly can. So now the next step is we're going to add a little oil to it. This way, we really don't want it to stick to the grill, so this oil is going to help it a lot. Now, you could use any oil you want. Luckily, last night we did good. There was a few extra tips in the tips jar, so I splurged and got some olive oil. But you could really use anything. So we're just going to put a little bit of it on top of it, just so it doesn't stick. Pat it down. We're going to take it to the grill. Season side down, directly on fire. This way we're going to put a really nice crust onto it. It smells great already. Beautiful. All right, now to this, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to season this part of it. A little bit of kosher sea salt, and now some fresh black pepper, and now just a little bit of olive oil. Now we don't want to go too crazy with this because this is like gasoline putting on the fire. Just a little bit. Now we're going to take our tongs this time instead of my hand, pat it on there. Now we really got a nice heat here. What we're grilling over is some nice mesquite wood and some hard lump charcoal. It's really going to put a nice flavor into it. And all we're looking to do is sear it. because once we sear it on both sides, all we're gonna do is take it and cook it on the low side, nice low and slow, so it's nice and juicy, as you can see. It's a high temperature. The temperature reads 700. I don't know how hot this thing really is. See? Beautiful. Now you can flip them now, or you could turn it sideways so you can put that fancy X cross on them. Whatever makes you happy. Look at that. I got maybe about a minute, 2 minutes on each side. Should be perfect. All right, we're gonna flip them. Look at those beautiful marks. Always remember, you eat with your eyes before your stomach. And just something as simple as that, as just turning it, look at how much more beautiful that is. Maybe about a minute and a half more. Then we're gonna put it over the low side of the grill. Then we're gonna let it cook for about maybe, let's say, 20, 25 minutes, low and slow. This way all the juices stay inside of it. It'll be nice, juicy, and tender, nice and soft like butter. Beautiful. Making this neighborhood smell delicious. All right, great. Now we're gonna switch the sauce, the brine, over with this. We're gonna put the chops on the low side. Let them cook low and slow. All right, it's been about 20 minutes now. The heat's slowed down a little bit. Still looking good though. Smells amazing. Chops are looking good, nice and juicy with a towel, because this has been in the grill. This thing is so hot. Have a look at this. It is really reduced down to a nice syrup. It smells great. The Guinness. I say they're just a little bit above medium rare. They feel like, you know the thing about carryover cooking, it's gonna go up about 10 degrees. So what I have to do is let them rest now. So what I'm gonna do, take the chops off the oven, let them rest while we do the rest of this dish. Look great, smell wonderful. Nice and juicy. All right, we're gonna set this over off to the side. Maybe a good 10 or 12 minutes. This is gonna give us the opportunity to prepare the rest of the dish. I'm gonna take this off before this reduces down to nothing. So what I'm gonna do is gonna put it on the lowest part of the heat, on the back there, because I think that's pretty much ready to go right now. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna prepare the apples and we're gonna throw them on the grill while these stuff is resting. Really easy. We're gonna cut them in half. Take my paring knife, take out the core, take out the stems. We're gonna chuck that in a bowl. Doing it this way, you really save as much of the apple as possible. We're gonna leave the skins on because what we're gonna do is grill it. And if we did it without the skins, it would become too mushy and too fast. And what we wanna do is just get the grill flavor and still keep the apples crunchy. It will really bring a brightness to the salad. Now what we're gonna do here, so we're gonna take that olive oil that I got, throw some on top, a tablespoon or two I'd say. Next, we're gonna season it. Kosher salt, black pepper. All right, now we're just gonna toss this around. You can use a spoon if you want, but hey, I'm outside. If something gets on the floor, I don't really care. I'm trying to dirty as little things as possible, you know. It's summertime. I don't want to go inside if I don't have to. We're gonna take it right to the hot spot. There's still life in this fire yet. We're gonna grill it on both sides. Now this is a really crisp apple, so I mean we have a little bit of time with it. It's not gonna be a quick sear, but it's not gonna be a very long one either, because we don't want to lose the crispness of it. We just really want to get the barbecue flavor of the wood. I said maybe 1 or 2 minutes on each side, we're good to go. Then we're gonna switch it over to the cool side. Then we'll grill the bacon. Like I said, maybe 2 minutes on each side. Now in here, while that's grilling, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the vinaigrette. Now with that, what we're gonna put in it is some buttermilk, apple cider vinegar, mayonnaise. So simple, so fresh, so clean flavor. So we're gonna do it in the same bowl. Like I said, we don't like to make a mess around here. There was no meat or anything in here, only thing was apples, so we can use this bowl again, no problem. We're gonna add some buttermilk. We're gonna add some apple cider vinegar. Shake it up so the mother goes in. Just a little bit, mayonnaise. We're gonna stir it up. Simple, simple, simple. Now how that's incorporated, now we're gonna do is put a little sea salt. All right, and finally some black pepper. We're gonna mix it up. Simple, simple vinaigrette. give it a taste. Really nice, acidic, tart from the buttermilk, but you know what? Needs a little sweetness. How about some honey? Beautiful. This is really going to complement it and tie it all together, I think. Beautiful. Really adds nice color as well. All right, let's give it a turn. That's what it needed. Absolutely. Terrific. All right, now let's go to the grill. See what's happening with these apples. Oh yeah, look at that. Picture perfect. They all look really good. All right, beautiful. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take it and we're gonna put it on the low side. So we're gonna keep it warm as I cook the bacon. Grill some bacon. And this is really gonna make the slaw taste wonderful. Apple smoked bacon. Makes sense, right? Apple cider vinegar. Grilled apples. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna take the apples, we're gonna chop them up, because when we add the bacon, we're gonna want that to be hot. All right, bacon's ready. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it right on top of the pork chop so I don't have to dirty anything else. All right, we're gonna let that rest. Now we're gonna put the salad together. We're gonna take some of the apples, we're gonna cut them up. So you can see, they're cooked, but they're still crunchy. What I've done here already is I've chopped up a little Napa cabbage, a little green cabbage, and some carrots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that, put it in another mixing bowl, because I'm only gonna make one portion now. Just a good handful, I guess. What I'm gonna do is take the dressing, just a little bit. We add too much, we're gonna lose the crunch of the cabbage. Mix it up. Now next to this, what we're gonna add, you know, everything is grilled. We're gonna add the garden flavor to it, the fresh flavor. I love these things. We're just gonna do a rough chop. Add that to the slaw. Give it a mix. Before, like I said, they're not that hot, but they're still a little bit warm. We don't want to add this in when it's too hot. The thing is we're gonna have different temperatures. We're gonna have the different temperatures and the different textures. The crispiness of the bacon, the crispiness of the cabbage slaw, the hot pork chop, the warm grilled apple, you know. We don't want to lose the fresh flavor of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it in at the very end. Mix it up a bit. Now to that, what we're going to do, grilled bacon, chop that up. Add that straight into the slaw. Mix it up. Slaw's ready. Now we're ready to take it to the plate. It really smells great. The dressing smells great with that buttermilk in it. Grilled apple. Now, what we're going to do is take one of these chops, lay that right next to it. And then finally, let's not forget what we have over here. We got that nice Guinness glaze that really has reduced down to a nice syrup. Take a little bit of that. Beautiful. Maybe just a little bit more because I love Guinness. I got one more piece of bacon. Why don't we crumble that on top? All right, there we have it. It's our Guinness brine pork chop with grilled apple and bacon salad. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a try. I don't even need a knife for this. Nice, beautifully cooked through. Perfect medium. I'm gonna mix that with a little bit of the slaw, apple, some of the glaze. Let's give it a shot. So good. Now I know why the guests like it so much. So delicious. Sweet, tart, tangy, beautiful grilled bacon, and that Guinness glaze over the top really puts it in another world. Delicious. All right, I hope you enjoyed the dish. My name's Tim McGuire, and please always remember, food is life, and life is good.